application performance monitoring. New Relic helps us monitor the performance of apps so that we can optimize, debug, and improve them. With the help of New Relic, we can monitor third-party API calls and diagnose the apps with user OS, device, geography, and network information. New Relic also gives us insights on app usage by performance analytics. It shows us the speed of activity interactions, CPU, and memory usage. We can also know about the app crashes, the reason for the crash, and where exactly the app crashed. It gives us email notifications, and it can also be integrated with the ticketing systems such as Jira from within the New Relic itself. New Relic also helps us create custom dashboards for displaying various metrics and gaining insights. So let's dive into New Relics. This is our console for New Relic mobile. Here you can add a new app. Uh, for the purpose of the demo, we are going to create an Android application. Anyone who is familiar with Android application development would find the steps necessary to configure New Relic extremely easy. So here let's begin by typing the name. We choose the SDK available and going with the established one. Next, we select the build scripts based on the type of Android app you are developing. You can either select a Gradle and Android Studio development environment or an Eclipse, a Gradle plugin, and or Maven. And then this is the kind of build script you get. For our demo, I'm going to proceed with Gradle and Android Studio. Next, we set the permissions of internet and access to the network state. These are to be set in your manifest file. Next, we need to import New Relic agent into our main activity. Also, one thing I noticed that rather than just importing it in the default activity, it would be better if we import it to all the activities of our application so as to help with monitoring. New Relic also gives us this application token, which is generated, uh, which is a unique token generated for our application. You need to copy this and paste it into the onCreate part of the app. So say this is my sign in activity. So this is where is onCreate, and here I import New Relic with application token and I try to start the agent. Next, if you use ProGuard, then you also need to add New Relic properties file, which I have not used in my application. Similarly, you need to add exclusions to the ProGuard config, which are mentioned very specifically here. Once you are done with that, all you need to do is clean the project and start running the application. You can see once you are done with that, you will be able to actively monitor all your mobile applications in the console. Since I already have set up a New Relic in my mobile app, I am going to go ahead to my dashboard. So this is my New Relic mobile dashboard. You can see that there are three mobile applications. The data is not yet being reported for the newly created one, but I already have a demo app created which is accepting new data. As you can see, there is a green status which indicates that this app has been receiving successfully and it shows that there have been 2 launches in the last 30 minutes with a crash rate of 50%. In our manifest file, we need to add the agent, New Relic agent, in the activity. So here is the New Relic start agent, and here is the input necessary for the agent. Now let's build our application. New Relic supports real-time monitoring of Android applications. So once we are done with the interactions, we can actually see the live data in the console. So the application has been built, and here is the different interactions. So let's begin with going to one of the parts of the app. So this is a small demo app which I had created which supports multiple interactions. It does not do much on HTTP requests, but it's just simple Android interactions. So we go to the console of the application, and as you can see there have been total 40 app launches, of which 10 have been crashes. It also shows the different versions of the application like the version 1 and version 2. You can even select the time, uh, and it will sort out the results based on your selection. So in the past 6 hours there have been total 24 launches, whereas in the past 12 hours there have been 40 launches. Here we see the different interactions from the application. It shows that the most used activity has been the base fragment activity. It also shows the time spent on each of the interaction and the amount it's spent on the main thread. Currently, everything has been implemented on a single thread, so that is why it's 100%. You can filter out based on the activity. Since currently it's just three activities, it looks very simple, but normally an app has multiple activities, and each interaction can be used split into the time spent, and the slowest interaction has been the sign-in fragment. This shows that this is the part of the code which you need to improve. You can also sort on the basis of devices like the Motorola. You can view the different versions of the phones like the Motorola and the Asus device have been using our application, and when and which phone accessed our application at what time. You continue doing the sort on versions and based on time. Similarly, you can split on OSs. Like when we do sort by app launches, you can see that Android 5 is the major OS using our application, with Android 5.1 doing 32 launches and Android 5 doing 4 launches. Finally, let's move on to crashes. So, one of the best features I really liked about New Relic was crash alerts. Let's so currently the app is working perfectly fine. So let's go to the code and create a new crash. So now the application should start crashing. You can see that I added this crash on line 59. Currently in the dashboard it shows the crash at line 57 and 58, the type of exception, when it was first occurred, last occurred, the app version, and different usage statistics. You can even group the crashes based on location, the crash class, what crash message it gave out, the internet service provider, the region the user is in, and many more such filters. You can experiment a lot with this. A successful crash, then we should get an email which is set up using New Relic with the crash report. As you can see, the app has crashed. If we see the crash message, then we can see that this is a newer crash which was inserted by us. This is a newer crash, so you can filter out based on the messages as well. It shows the crash rate and the number of users which are not affected and affected, the crash type, and the place exactly where the crash has occurred. It shows that line 58 and the sign in activity. So it's line 58 and so it's line 59 under sign in activity. This is a newer crash. Also, this crash analysis generated a new email alert, and you can see that I received a new email of crash report with the sign in activity in line 59 crash.